1. Introduction. Cultural heritage and destination management is at a crucial crossroads in the 21st century. Climate change, over-tourism, digital transformation, demographic shifts, and increasing calls for justice and decolonization are reshaping how heritage is preserved, interpreted, and shared. This final module explores the critical role of sustainability, not just environmental, but also cultural, economic, and social sustainability in shaping the future of heritage sites, communities, and tourism economies. It also investigates emerging trends, innovative models, and global best practices that are redefining how destinations manage, protect, and promote their cultural wealth in a dynamic world. 2. Understanding sustainability in heritage and tourism. Sustainability in cultural heritage management is multidimensional, incorporating environmental sustainability, minimizing ecological footprints, managing visitor impact, and preserving natural cultural interfaces, e.g., sacred forests. Economic sustainability, ensuring tourism generates income and employment for local populations without overdependence or economic leakage. Social sustainability, fostering equity, community empowerment, access, and intergenerational transmission of culture. Cultural sustainability, preserving traditions, practices, languages, and identities in the face of globalization and modernization. True sustainability requires a long-term vision, inclusive governance, and dynamic policy mechanisms. 3. Principles of sustainable heritage management. Sustainable heritage management must align with these guiding principles. Precautionary conservation. Prevent irreversible damage before it occurs. Participatory governance. Include local communities, custodians, and youth in decision-making. Carrying capacity monitoring. Limit and manage the number of visitors a site can handle without degradation. Benefit-sharing models. Ensure equitable distribution of tourism revenues. Climate change mitigation. Adapt strategies to rising sea levels, erosion, temperature changes, and extreme weather affecting built and intangible heritage. Ethical interpretation. Protect dignity, context, and meaning in storytelling and representation. Technology integration. Leverage tech for preservation and outreach without replacing human and spiritual dimensions. 4. Tools and strategies for sustainable destination management. Some essential strategies include Heritage Impact Assessments, HIA, Visitor Management Systems, Timed Tickets, Quota Control, Green Certification, and Eco-Labels, Digital Preservation and Archiving Sustainable Infrastructure, Solar Lighting, Waste Recycling, Eco-Friendly Transport, Community Tourism Models, CBT, Homestays, Cultural Routes, Sustainable Marketing, Authenticity over Mass Consumption, Adoption of UNESCO's Sustainable Tourism Guidelines, ICOMOS charters, and the UN WTO's Global Code of Ethics is strongly encouraged. 5. Future trends in heritage and destination management. Digital heritage futures. Digitization of artifacts, 3D scanning of archaeological sites, virtual and mixed reality museums, AI-assisted interpretation, decolonization of heritage management, repatriation of looted artifacts, indigenous-led tourism ventures, multivocal interpretation systems. Regenerative tourism goes beyond do no harm to actively improve heritage conditions. Example, visitor programs that include restoration work, tree planting, or oral history recording. Heritage justice and inclusivity, gender equity in heritage representation. Protection of minority cultures, undocumented traditions, and queer heritage narratives. Climate resilience and adaptive management. Floating museums, elevation or relocation of heritage sites. Use of AI to model climate impacts and forecast risks. Creative economies and cultural startups. Artists in residence programs. Cultural incubators, youth-driven tech heritage projects. 6. International frameworks and multilateral support, UNESCO conventions, 1972, World Heritage; 2003, Intangible Heritage; 2005, Cultural Diversity, ICOMOS and ICROM Guidelines; UN Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 11.4. Strengthen efforts to protect and safeguard the world's cultural and natural heritage. Global Heritage Fund, GHF, and World Monuments Fund, WMF, World Bank and UNDP Tourism Development Initiatives. Partnerships across NGOs, universities, private sector, and governments are vital to fund and scale sustainable interventions. 7. Community engagement and ownership. Encourage community-based heritage enterprises, CBHE. Establish youth cultural ambassador programs. Empower traditional rulers, elders, and spiritual custodians to co-design visitor experiences, respect-free, prior, and informed consent, FPIC, when engaging Indigenous or minority groups. Without community buy-in, no sustainability is real or lasting. 10.8. Rethinking the role of the tourists of the future must shift from consumers to co-creators. This involves participating in responsible travel and ethical photography, learning local etiquette and traditions, respecting sacred or restricted zones, supporting local artisans and businesses, offsetting their carbon footprints. Heritage education should be embedded in pre-visit materials, apps, and orientation guides. 9. Monitoring, evaluation, and continuous innovation. Sustainability is not static. Regular monitoring includes visitor behavior analysis, community satisfaction surveys, conservation status reviews, economic impact assessments, climate vulnerability scans, tech efficiency audits. Adaptation and continuous innovation ensure heritage management remains resilient and responsive to change. 10. Conclusion. Cultural heritage and destination management in the 21st century must be visionary, inclusive, ethical, and deeply sustainable. As stewards of irreplaceable cultural wealth, professionals must act as bridge builders between past, present, and future, ensuring that heritage is not only preserved but lived, loved, and leveraged to build a more just, sustainable, and creative world. The path forward must embrace regeneration over exploitation, community over commercialization, and meaning over money.